Okay, pronouns. There are a lot of different pronouns, and in this presentation I will tell you about the interrogative pronouns, and that is the pronouns that are used in questions. We can start with the word who, that translates to vem in Swedish, and who is used when we're talking about people in the subject form. Who is that boy, for instance. And then we have the word whom, also translated into vem in Swedish, and whom is used about people after a preposition and in the object form. To whom did you give the flowers, for instance, or to whom this may concern. So after preposition and in the object form. Then we have the word whose, that translates to vems eller vilkas, and this is sort of the genitive form of the interrogative pronoun. And whose is used when we're talking about people still. So examples of when you would use whose is in whose terrible handwriting is this, or whose is that fan. And you should note that there is no sorry, I'm going back, that there is no apostrophe in this form, and you should not mix it with the word that we actually use an apostrophe with, which would be who is if we use the apostrophe. So remember that. Then we have which, and which translates to vilken eller vilket in Swedish, and which is used when you're choosing between a limited selection of opportunities. Examples of this would be which city will host the Summer Olympics. You can come now or in June. Which do you prefer? So there's a limited amount of choices here that you can use, and then you would use which. And sometimes when we use which, the selection is determined with an of construction, as in the examples that follow. Which of the books is hers? Which of you has taken my pencil? So here I'm adding which of the books, or which of you, and not just which. And if you're talking about something that is countable, you often add one or ones. And here is an example of that. Which ones would you like to try on? For instance, if you're in a store trying on some clothes. Then we have the word what, that translates to vad, vilken, vilket, vilka in Swedish. And what can be used in many different ways and have different translations into Swedish, but most often it is translated into vad. And here are some examples. What made you learn Greek? What's this? And also in questions constructed with what is, what are, what was, what were, what is best translated into vilken, vilket, vilka. What is her nationality is one example of that. What was the purpose of your visit? So how do I know if I'm to use which or what? If we look at the expressions which animals and what animals, they're both translated into vilka djur in Swedish. But in English, there is a difference. So if you would look at the examples that I give you now, perhaps you can see the different ways that they use it in English. Which animals are used in the test? Here there's a choice. Is it rats, monkeys, cats? And if we compare that to what animals live in these woods, it's more a question of me wanting you to tell me about the animal life here. Which language is spoken by the largest number of people? Again, you can choose, is it English, Chinese, or Hindi? But in the next example, what language did you speak as a child? Again, it's more a question of me wanting you to tell me the name of that language, not choosing. And before I end this presentation, I would like you to note the difference between the two following words, which and which. Which, spelled W-H-I-C-H, means vilken, vars, vilka, but which, spelled W-I-T-C-H, translates to hexa. Two very different words, and they're often mixed up. But I guess that you won't mix them up anymore. Okay, good luck. Bye.